Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Jurassic Park Revolution, where we're going to go into a new hunt. Now, I'm trying to think of what we want to do. I mean, normally, I think we do have... Ooh, we could go for... that is a lot of points, but you know what? Maybe we'll try a little bit on Isla Penne using some of these... more point-worthy animals. Unfortunately, even without any of those, I can't really get up to getting the Kentrosaurs too. But maybe this is a good mix to keep us. Yeah, I better keep that. So we'll try this for our return to Jurassic Park Revolution after our 100 subscriber milestone's been hit. Isla Penne up against the Tyrannosaurus, Styracosaurus, Kentrosaurs, and Albertosaurus. I mean, technically we could do Torosaurus instead, but this is Jurassic Park. You want to see some carnivores, don't ya? And the weapons, Desert Eagle, our Winchester, and the Spas 12 with double ammo. I think that should be a good loadout. So everything's looking pretty nicely in order. I think it's time to hop into a brand new hunt. Okay, we're all loaded in here, and oh boy, things are already moving. Okay, thankfully nothing seems to be coming at us, although... there is an Tyrannosaurus and an Allosaurus over that way. Uh-oh. Actually, the Allosaurus may prove problematic. Yeah, we're already encountering some trouble, because if we leave that Allosaurus alone, it could sneak up behind us, so... just trying to think here how I want to approach this. We'll try sneaking in, just, you know what, it's probably going to come after us. If the Kentrosaurs are anything to go by, it'll probably come on its way to us. And I still will have to be careful of those Kentrosaurs. They are fast and aggressive little plant eaters. Actually, I shouldn't even call them little, given their size, but still, compared to some other things, they're like little piranhas, almost. And we gotta be careful because the corners of Isla Penne here are very, very treacherous for how it's all ridged and hilled. And we have the little tribute area for things. Just the entire cast of the Jurassic Park series through every movie in the franchise. Okay, no idea where they went off to. I don't know, maybe they circled around us, but... well, I guess we'll just have to keep with our back to where they were. Well, I do hear the Tyrannosaurus, so it may actually be over this way still. That is the only problem with some of Jurassic Park Revolution, is the maps feel a little too small for what you're trying to do on them. Like, Penne is basically just like a landing strip in the middle of the water. Middle of the ocean, what am I saying? I guess I'm trying to be fancy with the language, and I can't be fancy. I just gotta be simple and honest, and it feels like just almost like an airplane landing strip in the middle of nowhere, so... and it doesn't exactly leave a lot of room for things to run around on, or hide, or stuff like that, so you gotta be very careful as you're going and hunting. And it's hard to tell what is ambience and what isn't. I almost have to think maybe we have to start ignoring the calls and just all of it is ambience. We'll try moving closer to the middle area of Penne and see what we can find on there. I am curious how the point grind is, because this one, if it is going to be a bit of a longer grind to get some of the points for new maps and more dinosaurs, it's... oh, what do we got up there? We got an Albertosaurus, but we also have I think that's an Edmontosaurus. Yeah, there's the Albertosaurus. Actually does make some cries, so... Okay, I'm hoping that's just water ambience. Oh god, but do you see what's on the other side of that Tyrannosaurus? Yeah, there it is, just walking like nothing. You know what, let's try... Ooh, we somehow dodged that one. And that one. Okay. The little spiky piranha is at least down. That's one animal we have successfully taken on so far, but... God, I hate those little guys. You may have to question the aggressivity when they are more aggressive than anything else on the island. Like, even the Albertosaurus went running off instead of charging at us. So now they're probably all in the sort of corridor up ahead. And if not, they're in the trees along the sides of it. And if it's in the sides, that's a problem. If it's... Oh, I see the crest of an Tyrannosaur, though. I have to say, that is a nice little... Oh, come on, there's another Kentrosaur out there? I'll be honest, I don't know if we'll be lucky to be able to dodge more of them, but I like that you can just see the little tip of the crest of the Tyrannosaur there. I better get this out, because the Kentrosaur... It could come after us. Although... Okay, it looks like it didn't want to try coming for us. So it might have... gone running off as well. Oh, but this is going to be a long grass area, and those guys just blend... Really not making this easy for us for being the first map, too. Just because the grass... Now, this is also a version where there's not as much grass as there is on the regular base for... Oh! There is blood marks up ahead there. And... Okay, and that might have already just seen us, although... That feels like way too far away distance-wise to have been able to spot us. Is there something in the water? Because that sounded like it was almost like a close call of some kind. Yeah, I don't really know. Okay, I gotta start ignoring the ambience, because it's not actually calls from what we've been able to really see so far. I think the wind is going to be a problem for us, too. Just a Homalocephaly out that way. I think the sensitivity may still be high, too. I may have to do some tweaking in the options to see what the best kind of play stats may be, because it feels kind of weird that they're barely in render range and they're either... It's either picking us up by smell or by sight. I can't imagine it's hearing. I don't actually know how the hearing works in the game, to be quite frank. Nope. Holy crap, it's like a it is like a shooter with these guys. And there's something up that way, too, that we saw just kind of weaving and bobbing. I don't know what. Okay, it's a Styracosaurus. Okay, so that's 3 Kentrosaurs that just tried to take us down. The good news is we're learning, though. We managed to dodge all of their attacks. Just where is that Styracosaur going to go from there? Yeah, I think it's gone back down this way, but... You know what? I think we're going to cut our losses and take our victories here. So we got 3 Kentrosaurs, which is 3 more than we had before we started. So let's head on back and just collect the points. So we're only at 30 points now? Oh my lord, oh that's... Okay, this is going to take a while to get up in points then. Like, 5 for your base, 6 for that's only 7, but then you need like 200 for the next one of an Edmontosaurus, and... Oh, this is going to be a very slow grind and burn to get points up, but I am going to go into the options. I am going to turn sensitivity down just a little bit there, as well as aggressivity. Just because I feel like the Kentrosaurs and a lot of animals are picking us up a little too... Oh, no, not quite. Are picking us up a little too easily. So we'll head back into the hunt menu. We could do Isla Perdida with all this. Now, I don't actually think that's worth it, because if we do this for a roster, that's more points given the Torosaurus is only 3 more than the Kentro, but we still get to keep all of those. So we'll try this on Perdida. I'm hoping maybe as we go along the maps increase in size a little more, but we'll see what Perdida has in store and try squeezing a second hunt into this one. So everything looks in order. Let's hop in. Okay, we're all loaded in there. So we got a little Homalocep. I'm really hoping that's just complete ambience and that we're not actually right beside one of the carnivores, but you never know with how the spawns can be in the Carnivore series. Mods and base games alike. Thankfully, though, we seem to be okay. That was just our welcome bellow to Perdida. And it also has the very colorful ambient sounds of the tropical birds, so there's probably going to be a lot of noises that are going to get us a little bit iffy and on edge, but we'll just kind of scout and look around, see what we can find. But, oh man, this is going to take a while if it's only like 7 for the Kentrosaurs. I was hoping it'd be at least 10, to be honest, but I guess we'll just have to see how the curve sort of goes as we get used to things more. I don't exactly want to call anything in because we... Oh, actually... Oh, we could go to the north. I didn't realize that we were still kind of on the southern skirts of the island, so we'll head more right into the center of it and see what we can find and come across. Or what comes across us. As we've seen, the Kentrosaurs are like little missiles going after you. I'm very surprised we managed to survive the double team that we had at the end of the last hunt there. I just had to clear my throat, but they are vicious and will chase you down more than any of the carnivores have so far. Makes me kind of weird. Wonder where there have got to be some Kentrosaurs somewhere around us. Out of all the Carnivores games, they are the ones that I am on most edge for. I don't think they're the worst for... Well, actually, they might be the most aggressive out of all the games that I've tried and played so far. Even things like the Coelophysis, Liliensternus of Triassic don't really compare to the just bloodlust the Kentrosaurs have in this. Okay, not seeing much of anything. It's not like this is a very big island either. Well, we'll start going back more towards the center area. I do admit I was expecting us to see... Oh! An Tyrannosaur. Okay, are you telling me that it did get spooked by us from that far away? No, what's this? I don't think we've ever come across this before in our hunts. A structure of some kind. An observatory? Well, it seems to kind of rubber band us back to a certain spot if we get too close, but... An interesting little find here in Perdita. I guess... Maybe a means of surveying the dinosaurs as they've been just kind of left to roam. Well, it sounds like they used a bit of kookaburra ambience for that call there. Got a pretty distinct call that as soon as you hear them, it's basically almost like them saying kookaburra themselves. It almost might be a case of like Pokemon naming in a way. Okay, but we'll try and figure out where that Tyrannosaurus went. It's been the only animal we've actually seen on the island so far. This is really peculiar. I thought we would have definitely come across more animals. Even the rogue Kentrosaur trying to impale us. But so far, aside from that little glimpse of an Tyrannosaurus in the distance, nothing at all. Very peculiar. We'll just kind of keep hiking up to this little tip area here and see. This could be like Isla Pena again, where everything kind of gets pushed into a corner and then it's basically like letting a dinosaur flub loose and everything comes towards you. Or maybe not. This is really bizarre. I don't think I've ever encountered a map this empty before. Oh, wait. Oh, there's a Styracosaurus butt, so at least we found something. Another ambient call. Yeah, now why did it get startled? We're crouched, which I... Oh, what do we got though? Oh, that's a Torosaurus. Still got the points to be able to go after one of those along our roster, so we'll just have to leave him be. Well, we at least know there's a Styracosaurus up here. Yeah, it's kind of stuck in a little loop, but we'll take it. Yeah, just double checking. It doesn't look like there are any Kentrosaurs around us, so we should be clear to try getting a few shots on him as he's running around like that. I'm glad we took the double ammo, because either a lot of shots might have missed, or those are very tanky to take down. Well, we've at least got one animal on our belt, so we have some points that'll come in. I guess we'll just kind of work back into almost a circle where we started and see what else we'll come across. I do have to admit, I don't particularly like the iron sights of some of the weapons that you get in Jurassic Park Revolution. It feels like, well, some don't even exist, to be honest. This is possibly one, if that. And the problem with this one is it almost blends in certain colors. But I don't think they're too bad. It might even be just that because of the special vital zones, if you don't hit them, the animal... Oh boy. You surprised me. Don't surprise anybody with a shotgun. Word of advice. But you are... Actually, you know what? We'll take a moment to take a look at the Albertosaurus, because very, very good work importing the model and texture too. Especially the eye. I'm surprised how well of a texture that is for the eye. Well, we got... I think that's... No, we've taken out an Allosaur, but this is our first official Albertosaurus and proper carnivore that's actually on our point roster, so that was a nice success to have. But I was honestly expecting a Kentrosaur by now. Not that I'm looking forward to them, because one misstep and it's basically... we just lose the two that we got. But I'm just so used to them being like little landmines or actively hunting you instead. Actually, you know what? I think we will take our wins and end this episode here, because we have a nice time to things. So I think that's another 15 points. Okay, we're back in the hunt menu. I thought it was 15 points, but... okay, it probably was. It's just that because I changed the map for Gita, we were down a little bit more, so... we could do that, although I may even take off that, and still all we can afford. Yeah, this one's probably going to be a bit more of a point grind than a lot of the other ones have, just by looking at things. Like, it's sort of steady for how the map price increases and species a little bit, but like even when we get the Edmontosaurus, it's only going to be worth 12, so we need to hunt 8 of them, I believe, in order just to get 100 points. So it's hard to say the value to the points you put in. I may do a bit of tweaking on my own, just that way it feels like a steadier curve for as we're unlocking stuff, but we'll see in time. Thank you guys very much for joining me on another episode of Jurassic Park Revolution. This is my second Carnivores mod I'm recording today, and I still have one more episode of Far North to come. But if you do like the series, be sure to leave a like or comment down below letting me know. Or if you have tips or tricks for dealing with some of the nasties, like the Kentrosaurs, let me know as well. As you can see, I have a lot of room to improve. But until I see you in the next episode or the next hunt, survivors, please remember to take care and stay alive.